All right, Kurt Warner doesn't think Jared Goff and the Detroit Lions are a match made in heaven. He has some valid critiques of Jared Goff. Let's talk about it. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. Former, I think, NFL MVP, Super Bowl MVP, played another Super Bowl. Remember he threw that slant to Larry Fitzgerald versus Pittsburgh. I think that was I forget where that Super Bowl was at, but in Larry Fitzgerald took off, and I thought they was going to win. Kurt Warner, at one point, people forget Kurt Warner was bagging groceries. You know, and basically Dick Vermeil got him on the Rams with Mike Mark's offense, and the rest was history because he had some weapons in St. Louis. Isaac Bruce, Torrey Hart, Isaac King, Ricky Pro, Marshall Faulk, which I don't know why they got rid of him. And Indianapolis coach, I forgot. I think I knew why, but Kurt Warner is more than qualified to have valid critiques of any quarterback. He's like the nicest guy ever. Okay. And I forget, his son said something funny about Tom Brady. He asked his son or something he was doing a project on the greatest quarterback of all time. And Kurt Warner looked at the report, and it was before the Super Bowl. It was about Tom Brady and not him. It was funny. It came out a couple weeks ago. But basically he said when the running game ain't ticking, Jared Goff ain't the same. And you put Jared Goff in one of the worst run cities or run teams in the NFL, that he gonna struggle. He said when the Rams was able to run the ball and basically ride Todd Gurley, and he was able to play off of play action, he was a very good and accurate quarterback. When they couldn't run the ball so much, and he had to drop back and make tight throws in tight windows, he was a pathetic quarterback. And I'm telling y'all, man, that's true. That's why I said they got to build around Jared Goff. Okay, if they're not going to take a quarterback this year, at number 7, we get to that later. If they're not going to take a quarterback at number 7, then I think it's all about making Jared Goff successful. Finding him a run-dominant right tackle, finding him a run-dominant right guard, finding him another running back like Najee Harris or the Sermon kid from Ohio State. And people talking about, the defense wasn't that good. The defense wasn't that good. Well, the Lions offense wasn't prolific in putting touchdowns up, And if you draft a quarterback, then cool. Then, you take the best player available, build the defense, build special teams, build offense. But if they banking on Jared Goff being the quarterback of the future, and that's what they really believe, then you got to find a dominant interior lineman, dominant right tackle, because the right side is the run side. You got to find another good running back. Najee Harris is another thing, another stud in the draft. Late in the draft, you got to find a receiver. You're not going to bring Galley. You got to find somebody that can take the top off the offense, like Deshaun Jackson in his prime. Somebody like that. You got to find a possession receiver like Jeff Horn or, Joe Horn, or who else we got? Guy like Musi Muhammad. Got to find somebody shifty in the slot. It's just really, if you want Jared Goff to succeed, it's really going to be about the draft. One thing they didn't have in St. Louis, in LA, was a guy to be able to stretch the field. One guy the Lions don't got, other than Galley, nobody stretched the field. But Kurt Warner right, and the Lions, if this is just, a throwing in a trade, then cool. Draft a quarterback at 7, cool. Because if you're not gonna run the ball successfully with Anthony Lynn and Jared Goff, Dan Campbell, the run game ain't gonna be a priority in the draft for free agency. Well, y'all better off just drafting a quarterback, letting Jared Goff take his lumps and putting them in when it's time to put the rookie in. Because you go in there and like some fans got this facade. You go in the defense and draft all. You go in the draft and draft all defense. It don't work that way. The defense ain't the biggest problem with the Lions. If you watch the games last year, yes, they gave up a lot of points, but they won some games. I thought the scheme was the biggest downfall for the defense, them not getting creative, not disguising covers, not studding, not blitzing guys. That was the biggest issue with the Detroit Lions defense. That was the biggest defense, not having no creativity. And offensively, they can never put up touchdowns. When have you seen, since John Kitna, since I don't know who, when have you seen the Lions just march up and down the field and put touchdowns? Never. Especially in the Stafford era. The year he threw for 40-some touchdowns, they was behind every game. And he just started going for broke and chucking it up the field. But if Jared Goff just throw in, then you just continue to build your team, get a high pick next year. Fine. If they really ride with Jared Goff, the draft gonna show. Because they're gonna need a right guard, a right tackle. They're gonna need a receivers. If they really believe in Jared Goff, this draft in the offseason gonna be predominantly about Jared Goff. Now, if they don't get guys that smash mouth and running backs, guards, offensive linemen, They don't get running those, that smash mouth getting in your face, and they just go defense and they just go best player available. They're not gonna believe. I don't think they believe in Jared Goff. And you're right. Jared Goff struggled his rookie year with Jeff Fisher. Where they just dropping him back. I don't think he's a good quarterback. And I said that. But they can get rid of him at the next season. But he's not gonna go out there and win no football game. I don't know what they seen other than the contract. I don't know what they seen in Jared Goff. And they said Brad Holmes, demanded they draft him. I think Carson Wentz a better football player. I really do. You ain't going to put this dude in a situation he's going to drop back and win football games for you. And if the Lions the same way it's been under Stafford, it's going to be worse results. Stafford can win football games where you out of reach and he bring you back. Jared Goff is going to be nasty this year. If they don't support Jared Goff, his strengths in this draft, in this free agency offseason period, the Lions not winning nothing. I'll tell you that right now. They're not winning nothing. Jared Goff is not the wave. He's not the wave of today's NFL quarterback. He's not the wave. And if they don't assist him with everything he needs this year, they might as well go ahead and take a quarterback and just take the best available. Because Kurt Warner, see what I see. He need the run game. He need the play actions, the bootlegs. He need the screens. He need all the flash in the pans to disguise what they're really doing. Because when the run game ain't going, Jared Goff can't do nothing. Then again, his defense, LA didn't have the best offensive line. They had like an 80-year-old Ainsworth playing left tackle. But if they talking about spreading it out and playing that running gun, that running fun offense they play with Stafford, it's going to be the same. It's going to be worse results than Stafford. He ain't no guy. He kind of remind me of Stafford a bit as far as he not going to win you a football game. He not going to uplift no players. He not going to make no receivers better. He need a run game to be successful. And to be honest, if they going to believe in Jared Goff this year and past this year and they don't support him, it's going to be a problem. He need to rely on DeAndre Swift and another running back. Then when the windows are bigger, when play action, you see DBs peeking, they taking chances. When the windows are bigger, he gonna be a great quarterback. When the windows are tight, he gotta disguise. He gotta decipher disguise coverages. He gotta look off safeties and fit in a tight window. He not your guy. If you look at this situation, it's one of the worst situations in football. Jared Goff and the Lions. The Lions can't run the ball. Jared Goff can't do shit without the run game. That's just the honest truth. That's the honest. This is probably one of the worst fits that you're going to see. A team who historically haven't been able to run the football the last 20 years. A quarterback that struggled without his running back, Todd Gurley. I don't know what the Lions was thinking. And what I truly think is the Rams say, look here, we give you 2 1s, 3 if you take Jared Goff contract. I really think it was that. I honestly think it was that. There's no way the Lions should have took Jared Goff. Because they couldn't cut him. I really think he was a swap for a quarterback. And they threw an extra one in there because they was taking Jared Goff contract. I really do believe that. Because you look at the situation, there's no way anybody think this will fit. It's like putting the wrong Lego on top of another Lego. I really do think, just starting to think about it, if the Lions are competent now somehow, all of a sudden, that Jared Goff is a rental. And don't be surprised they take a quarterback at 7. I really do. Looking at it now, what Kurt Warner just said, this is not a great fit. This is not a great fit. Jared Goff lives and he succeeds on the run game. Now you put him in a situation with the worst run offense you've seen in the last 20 years. And like I said, they want him to succeed, dominant right tackle and dominant run right guard. That's what they need. And they need to go out there with a smash mouth mentality and run the ball down your throat. No, fullback. And I think it's a lot to be done. I think offense is going to get more attention this offseason if they truly want Jared Goff to be the future quarterback. That's how I feel, man. But hey, let me know what you guys think. I agree with Kurt Warner on his synopsis. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video request. All my social media links in the description. Fast way to reach me is Twitter, then Facebook, then Instagram. Want to make a financial donation? Cash App, CJ Good 313. That's in the description. PayPal link in the description. Best way to donate is share the video. Check my other channel, Goodfellas Sports TV for more sports, music, news, entertainment. Let me know what you think about Kurt Warner. Comments on Jared Goff. Fair, valid. One time for the one time. Mercy Sports Talk. We gone.